I don't even know who you are anymore. We barely even talk. Why don't you want to spend time with me anymore? We were so good together. What happened to us? Is there something bothering you? Tell me, please, talk to me. Oh, we gotta find a solution to this problem. Is telling how you really feel the way to go? Communicating verbally where you stand with that person? Or is there another way to get your message across? This and a little bit more coming up.
Stay a while and listen.
We all have heard this cliche about communication being the key, the basis to all relationships. If that is really so, then it would be suffice to just approach a person that you find attractive and tell them how it is. But you don't do it, right? Because that's not how it works. Everything is about emotions, and even in this case, a person has to have an emotional, compelling conviction of you being the right match. Yes, communication is very important, but not the verbal one. Of course, I'm talking about actions, showing what you really feel. The main thing that keeps a relationship going is polarity, and that's exactly what should be conveyed by your actions. That polarity is what worked initially. So why do you think you have a pass on it just because you have been seeing each other several months or even years? We human beings are very lazy by nature, and we do as little as possible to keep things going, progressing. So whenever we feel that we have locked down a person, we tend to kick back and take it a little bit more slowly. We become complacent and stagnant in our ways of showing affection, becoming less adventurous. And from there on, we maybe lay down on a sofa, eat some chips, and wash down with beer or coke. You shouldn't be surprised that your partner doesn't see you in the same light, because that's not the thing that made you attractive in the first place. Or maybe you have gained some weight and expect to be loved as you are now, but it becomes some kind of betrayal. I don't mean that everyone functions like that, but it's very natural for people who sign up for one thing, get something completely different, and telling them to do that in the present moment won't make a damn difference. Attraction is not a switch that you can turn on and off as you please. It's more like a dimmer. You see how it works? It changes incrementally over time. And the intensity of the change depends on how you screw it up. So telling how you feel, whether you have been neglected or even smothered, maybe even bringing up the lack of intimacy in the relationship, is trying to negotiate, bargaining the affection. And as this video depicts, it doesn't work like that. It showcases insecurity, powerlessness, and that per se is not that attractive. It communicates to the partner that you don't deserve to be with that person. And that's why couples counseling is a bit of a hoax. If you dish and clean 3 times in a row, I'll polish your helmet. If you know what I mean. That's not genuine. Talking doesn't make the other person like you more. Showing, changing the strategy will. If you feel less attractive, maybe you put on some weight. Hit the gym 2 months in a row and see what happens. If you feel neglected, polish your fashion, get some attention from others and see what happens. Bottom line, when there's a plateau in a relationship, oftentimes it depends on dwindling indication of polarity between the two, which per se leads to withering sex life. Emotions are much powerful than logic and reasoning. That's why talking isn't nearly as effective as showing with your actions how you feel. Of course, there are cases when even that won't work, because the partner is too detached and uninterested. And that's good too, because now you know where they stand with you. And in that case, remember, sometimes the hard thing and the right thing is the same. Hossein out.